The thunder cracked overhead as I rushed into the derelict building, the sign above swinging with a rusty squeal. Candlewick Psychiatric Hospital was supposed to have been shut down decades ago, but the lights flickered, and something warm on the floor suggested otherwise. My car had broken down hours ago, on the long, empty stretch of road, and this old hospital was the only shelter I could find before the storm. I should have known this was a bad idea. The lobby was illuminated by intermittent flicker of a dying bulb. The smell of mildew and antiseptic hung in the air. A wheelchair stood unmoved at the end of a disused corridor, as if waiting for someone who never arrived. I called out for anyone, but my voice sank into the silence. In the trembling light I saw my own shadow in the peeling wallpaper, but there was something behind it, a dark smear on the wall, like a damp stain, turning deeper with each flash of the faulty light. Every nerve in my body was on edge as I crept down the corridor. The old intercom crackled to life with a scratchy whisper that sounded almost like singing, then went silent again. I jumped, heart pounding, and turned to see if the sound came from one of the offices. One door at the far end hung half open. I approached slowly, footfalls echoing on the cracked tiles. Inside was a small office, its desk covered in yellowed files and overturned chairs. On the desk an old hospital badge caught the flickering light, engraved with Dr. Halsey. I picked it up, a chill crawling up my spine. A calendar on the wall had October 1978 circled in red, the month the hospital closed. Beneath it, a faded photograph of a man and a little girl pinned with a yellowing thumbtack. Their smiles looked off in the broken light. My heart sank. My breath caught as a sound came softly from behind me, a child's faint giggle, distant but impossible. The bulb above me sputtered and went out, plunging me into darkness. I stumbled forward, fumbling to pull out my flashlight. The hall was empty, long past where I had heard that laugh, and each step made the silence shudder. My pulse hammered as I forced the beam to life. The light fell on a mural of children painted on the wall, their wide eyes eerily alive. But in the corner of the scene, scrawled in red paint, was a message: "Come play with us." I turned, heart thundering. I swung the light down the corridor. A shape stood at the far end, one hand resting on the wall. The beam trembled over a small girl, her face obscured by long, tangled hair. She slowly stood and turned towards me, humming that same lullaby in a cracked voice. My blood froze. "You came back," she crooned, "just like we asked." One leg shuffled forward as she stepped out of the shadows. "Now we can play." I couldn't scream as darkness closed around me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling tales.